Okay, hello and welcome back to our Dragon Age Origins playthrough. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Alright. So let us continue with our little journey to the heart of Denerim. Yeah. Or not the heart of Denerim, we have already been there.
What's on your mind?
Nothing!
It is no trouble.
Stuck to him.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. What is your wish, Kadan?
I wonder what Kadan means. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
The same question.
Very well.
That's always
As you wish.
Let's try to talk to Alistair. This guy.
I got a moment. Sure.
I would like to know more about you.
What about?
Never mind.
All right.
We'll talk more later.
All right then.
Out here. Whatever. Dude.
What do you mean we're out of eggs? Don't those chickens know they're laying for an hour?
Okay. I don't think they do. Let's go and talk to the Jarl. Is that Alistair? No.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Sir Calthrian's death is a waste, truly. But I suppose it could not be helped.
What happens now?
We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
So he has gone insane. And the mothers really made her more good-looking, holy fuck. Yeah. She was much more ugly the other way. So we rescued you to what end?
You will need ammunition come the Landsmeet, and I can help you in that regard. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Anora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And just how are you stronger?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Anora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin? I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Okay.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Galen was a good boy, but Anora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Anora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
And she's single now, right?
Are you thinking you might stand a chance at courtship? It would be unseemly for her to marry so soon after Kaelin's death. She wouldn't take that risk unless it helps her secure the throne.
I think she would make a better ruler than Alistair.
Anora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Then maybe Alistair should marry Anora.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm gonna stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Anora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen, unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Why is it so important to put Marek's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
Okay. But Alistair doesn't know the first thing about being king. Or yet ordering a maid.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Anora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Yeah, right. Let's talk out something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think Loghain is doing in the alienage?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
I'll go and find out.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Anora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Queen Anora. We have been given the gift of freedom. I already read this. She sent her maid Erlina to our Eamon's estate to ask for Anus help in escaping Arhau. But as they fled the house estate and are in disguise, they were ambushed by Sir Catherine, there to arrest House murderer. A fight ensued, and Anora, fleeing the confusion, she made her way to Eamon's Tenerife estate, and there offered her aid in defeating her father at the Landsmeet. Okay, let's go and talk to her. Where is she? Anora. Well, if I could court her, that would be awesome.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
I think I would need more than just your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall. Alistair might promise you the same, I suppose. But I would ask which is better. The gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your companions. I trust I have made my point.
Let's see. Make your case. Why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Erlina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
What if you had a strong king beside you?
Tempting. Sadly, the people would never accept a mage on the throne, even a consort. I can see the benefits of what you propose, perhaps, but... No. It is impossible.
Okay. Sad, sad thing. What happens to Logain if you are queen?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
If there is a way, I wouldn't oppose it.
I am glad to hear it. In the end, it will be up to the Landsmeet to decide, I think. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
I agree. You'll have my support in the landsmith.
That is good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything? A backup, perhaps?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Okay.
You return. Is there something you wish to discuss?
I have questions.
Ask me whatever you like.
What do you think will happen after the landsmith?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling? There was an old woman who read palms in the village of Gwarren when I was a child. She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
Okay. I would like to understand Lugane better, if possible.
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Okay. Is he truly within reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Why doesn't he back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Why would he ever have trusted How?
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what How was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stemmed from How and not my father at all. We may never know.
Did he plan ordering Kaelan before Ostagar?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Kaelan was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Kaelan was a lost cause until that moment in Ostagar. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Another question?
Ask me whatever you like.
I should go.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
Let's get out of here. What is it I need to do? Ah, the alienage. Right.
Of course.
The golem. The dwarf. And the dog? Okay. Why not?
Yes.
I really love how it always repeats numbers, even if it's true randomness, fucking bullshit. I need to find a better place to randomize my party. Alright, let's go and talk to a bunch of people. Okay, I have several quests. Let's start with this one.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
They shall be named Maleficar.
Okay.
They shall find no... no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part.
Well, the nodes must be on taverns, if I remember correctly. What is going on? Ah, there we go. That's what's going on. Okay.